Welcome to Citizenship Help Guide, your frontline resource for mastering the new 128-question USCIS Civics test. As of October 20th, 2025, a revamped civics exam becomes standard. You'll be asked up to 20 oral questions, drawn from 128 possible topics, and must correctly answer 12 to succeed. This change isn't just cosmetic, it reflects USCIS's renewed focus on rigor, precision, and deeper comprehension of U.S. government, history, and civic values. On this channel, we'll unpack every twist. A question-by-question walkthrough, not just memorization. How to think like a USCIS officer. Common traps, and how to avoid them. Drills, mock interviews, and scoring strategies. If you're preparing to file your N-400 on, or after October 20th, 2025, this is the civics test you'll face. If you file earlier, you'll be under the old 2008 test rules. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's build your confidence, sharpen your answers, and leave no question unanswered. Citizenship Help Guide.
Why is it important to pay federal taxes?
Required by law.
What is one way Americans can serve their country?
Vote.
When did all women get the right to vote?
After World War I.
Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II?
Franklin Roosevelt.
How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have?
"27".
Who is the governor of your state now?
Answers will vary.
Name one example of an American innovation.
Light bulb.
Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s.
Susan B. Anthony.
What is the economic system of the United States?
Free market economy.
Who elects members of the House of Representatives?
Citizens from their congressional district.
What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress?
Senate and House of Representatives.
Why did the United States enter the Korean War?
To stop the spread of communism.
The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government?
Executive branch.
The American Revolution had many important events. Name one.
Battle of Bunker Hill.
Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War?
To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait.
What amendment says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are U.S. citizens?
Fourteenth Amendment.
What is the highest court in the United States?
Supreme Court.
Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks.
War in Afghanistan.
Name one power that is only for the states.
Provide schooling and education.
Who elects U.S. senators?
Citizens from their state.
How many voting members are in the House of Representatives?
$435.
What does the President's cabinet do?
Advises the President of the United States.
Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one.
Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation.
The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why?
Because of the 22nd Amendment.
Martin Luther King, Jr. is famous for many things. Name one.
Fought for civil rights.
It is important for all men, age 18 through 25, to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why.
Required by law.
Why did the United States enter World War I?
Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships.
Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain.
High taxes.
How many U.S. senators are there?
$100.
Name two promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance.
Give up loyalty to other countries. Obey the laws of the United States.
Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one.
First Secretary of the Treasury.
Name the three branches of government.
Legislative, executive, and judicial.
How long do Supreme Court justices serve?
Lifetime appointment.
Who appoints federal judges?
The President of the United States.
Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one.
U.S. diplomat.
The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean?
Self-government.
James Madison is famous for many things. Name one.
Father of the Constitution.
What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because there are 50 states.
How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution?
Amendments.
What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
Some states have more representatives than other states. Why?
Because of the state's population.
What is the supreme law of the land?
U.S. Constitution.
The executive branch has many parts. Name one.
President of the United States.
When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
What are two cabinet-level positions?
Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy.
Why is the Electoral College important?
It decides who is elected president.
The Civil War had many important events. Name one.
Battle of Fort Sumter.
What does the Bill of Rights protect?
The basic rights of Americans.
Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why?
To be independent of politics.
Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now?
Answers will vary.
There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Citizens 18 and older can vote.
What U.S. war ended slavery?
The Civil War.
Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent?
Citizens in their district.
Who does a U.S. senator represent?
Citizens of their state.
What was the Great Depression?
Longest economic recession in modern history.
What is Veterans Day?
A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military.
Name one power of the President.
Signs bills into law.
Name one power that is only for the federal government.
Print paper money.
What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Donald Trump.
During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States?
Communism.
What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment?
It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people.
Who vetoes bills?
The President of the United States.
Name 3 national U.S. holidays.
New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Veterans Day.
Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name 1.
– 34th President of the United States.
What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States.
Why did the United States enter World War II?
Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
What is the form of government of the United States?
Republic.
The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
James Madison.
What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed the slaves.
What major event happened on September 11, 2001, in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
There were 13 original states. Name 5.
New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Georgia.
George Washington is famous for many things. Name 1.
Father of our country.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
World War I.
There are 3 branches of government. Why?
Checks and balances.
Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does.
Forms the government.
If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Vice President of the United States.
Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name 1.
First Secretary of State.
The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document?
Declaration of Independence.
When did all men get the right to vote?
After the Civil War.
The nation's first motto was, E pluribus unum. What does that mean?
We all become one.
What group of people was taken and sold as slaves?
Africans.
What are two examples of civic participation in the United States?
Vote. Join a political party.
How many seats are on the Supreme Court?
Nine.
What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now?
J.D. Vance.
Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution.
Liberty. Equality.
Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military?
The President of the United States.
Many documents influenced the U.S. Constitution. Name one.
Declaration of Independence.
What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York Harbor.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
Civil War.
How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case?
5.
How can people become United States citizens?
Naturalize.
How long is a term for a U.S. Senator?
Six years.
Name one power of the U.S. Congress.
Rights laws.
Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States?
Citizens of the United States.
Who signs bills to become laws?
The President of the United States.
What founding document was written in 1787?
U.S. Constitution.
What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of expression. Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion.
Name your U.S. representative.
Answers will vary.
Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Why is the Declaration of Independence important?
It says America is free from British control.
Why were the Federalist Papers important?
They supported passing the U.S. Constitution.
What is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
Why does each state have 2 senators?
Equal representation for small states.
What is Independence Day?
The country's birthday.
How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives?
Two years.
What is Memorial Day?
A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service.
What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain?
Declaration of Independence.
How many senators does each state have?
Two.
Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War?
Russia.
What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana Territory.
What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain?
American Revolution.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indians.
Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now?
John Roberts.
Name one American Indian tribe in the United States.
Cherokee.
What part of the federal government writes laws?
U.S. Congress.
What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
What did the Civil Rights Movement do?
Fought to end racial discrimination.
What is one part of the judicial branch?
Supreme Court.
Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators?
To more closely follow public opinion.
The President of the United States is elected for how many years?
For years.
The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one.
Freedom.
What is the capital of your state?
Answers will vary.
Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War?
To stop the spread of communism.
When did the Great Depression start?
The Great Crash, 1929.
Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution.
Liberty. Equality.